Hey, I don't know what just happened to the last stream. I don't know why it stopped. I have no idea. Okay, so we're just gonna continue the stream like that other shit didn't happen. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Um, Usually I play this stuff in the beginning to give people an opportunity to come in. So I'm gonna give everybody an opportunity to populate the room again. I do not know what happened. I have no idea why the stream cut off. So I don't know. Shout out to everybody that came back though. Shout out to everybody that pulled up initially. Also, before we even go any further, I want to let everybody know we are going to be there's gonna be you're not gonna be getting notifications for tonight's show. Your notifications for tonight's show will not be coming through. I know why they won't be coming through. Just when the show is, pull up. Um, Give it about a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then they'll start showing up again. All right, so let's give everybody an opportunity to come back in here. I guess we'll bullshit. God damn. Oh, that's not spelled wrong. Maybe it's spelled wrong on the other thing. Hold on one second, y'all. Yes, it says revolver. God damn it. Hold on, everybody. I need to fix this, and then we're gonna let everybody get an opportunity to populate the room back. I guess I'll bullshit for a minute. I do want to show y'all something while we're waiting for everybody to come back in though, and that's you remember that young girl? Oh, I gotta turn this fan on. I'm dying in here. Do y'all remember? You don't gotta make all that noise, fan. It's not that serious. Remember the young girl that the situation happened with, where she was abused by her parents, and what happened to that young girl was abuse. I don't want to hear not near motherfucker say what happened to that young girl wasn't abuse, because if you do, you're a fucked up individual. I'm gonna explain something real quick, especially when it comes to traumatic experiences when you're a child. When you're a child and people are abusing you, don't nobody believe you. That's why cowards is always trying to target children. I'm gonna say this again. When you're a child and you're being abused, don't nobody believe you. People are more likely to help the person abusing you than they are to help you. I'm just explaining this. Go speak to somebody who's been through traumatic episodes in their life. They'll confirm what I'm saying. People are more likely to help your abuser be able to abuse the person who's being abused than they are to help the person that's being abused. What I'm saying is facts. Why in the fuck is the okay? Hold on. So while I'm making this real quick, and then I'm gonna show y'all the video. Yeah. I'm looking at something. My apologies, y'all. I was looking at something. Damn, Grandmaster Cash. Alright, so we're going to give him a couple of more seconds to come in here while I fix this thumbnail real quick. If y'all could give me a second. I got to make it from scratch because apparently the computer decided that the other thumbnail that I had just absolutely disappeared. Shout out to that shit. Will Tory Lanez's career ever recover? Let me make sure I got the name appropriate real quick. Sorry about that, y'all. We gotta make a second. I have to let for people to come back in the room. Will the career of Tory Lanez ever recover? There you go. Right. It's rap bastard shit. Anyway, will the career Tory Lanez ever? How did I spell that wrong? There's no telling. I'm Jack Rose. Let's throw a 176 point on there first. That's not high enough. Let's throw a 212, right? Perfect. Let me show you this picture. Let me show you this little girl right quick. I reported this yesterday.
Hey, just let them know you're good. She's more than protected, honey. She's good. Allstate don't have nothing on me right now.
That's
So
Waka Flocka
yeah,
moms, yo. Salute!
she's safe and she's good. So, and
And the
people please stop
grandmoms.
making them fake pages and saying things
I'm
that
gonna
are
tell you what the
really not
grandmoms being there
true.
proves to me. I'm gonna tell you what the
Um,
grandmoms being there proves to me.
Again, thank you, Scrappy.
That their family knew that there was something going on with this girl.
And if we can
That's
stop
what the
making them
grandmoms
fake
being there. Look, this
pages,
is the
let them know
grandmoms
you
in the back, I
good.
believe.
She's more than
If you read,
protected, honey.
if you
She's
read the, I'm
good.
gonna turn the volume off for a second. If you read the caption, it says, and shout out to Hoodstar for putting this up. It says, for all the people wondering if she's okay and safe, her grandmother has her now. Thank God. So the point in which I'm trying to make is her family knew that they had an issue. Her family knew her family knew that she was being abused. Think about that for a minute. At least one person, the grandmoms in the family, knew that the abuse was happening. I'm gonna explain to y'all real quick what they do to kids that they want to abuse. These people are fucking cowards. I'm going to explain to you real quick what people do to kids that they want to abuse. The first thing they do is try to make it seem like the kid is a liar. So be really careful around any adults that's always trying to say a kid is a liar. But they're also going to add a caveat of the kid's a liar and the kid is smart. You understand what I'm saying? They have to say both of these things. I'm going to explain why. Because the kid is going to be telling you shit that's going to make sense because it's going to be true. They know the kid is telling you shit that's true. So what they want you to do is they want you to say, oh, that's not true. The kid is only saying that because the kid is real smart. The kid is trying to trick me. So watch out for any parents that do that. Any people that do. I'm telling you how to spot these fucking, these motherfuckers. What they're going to do is they're going to try to make it seem like the kid cannot be trusted. I'm telling you. They're going to try to make it seem like the kid's bad. The kid can't be trusted. The kid's a liar. And they're also going to say, but the kid's really smart. The reason why they have to say this is because the kid is going to be telling you shit that fucking happened. The kid is going to be saying shit that makes sense. And they need for you to ignore the fact that the kid is saying shit that makes sense. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to make it seem like this kid is a fucking rocket science. That this kid is the most manipulative person on the world. Why? Because the kid is asking for fucking help. The kid is suffering. These people are disgusting. People who do this to children is disgusting. So what they're going to do is they're going to try to make everybody think that the kid is crazy. They're going to try to make everybody think that there's something wrong with the kid. So whenever the kid is out there begging people for help, please help me. I'm suffering. Please help me. You're going to be thinking, oh man, this kid is just, that's the lie that they told me that the kid was going to tell. But the kid is telling the fucking truth. You understand what I'm saying? So pay attention to these rat bastards that's out here abusing these people and abusing these kids. That's how they abuse them. They make you think that you can't believe nothing the kid is saying because the kid is so smart. But in reality, the kid's begging. Begging. The kid's dying on the inside. Dying. But these people, they don't want nobody to know that they're an abuser. They don't want, everybody know if you pick on a kid, you're a coward. So these people, they don't want people to know that they taking that kid home and they beating the shit out of that kid and they just torturing that kid. They don't want they don't want you to know that. So they're going to tell you the kid's a liar. They're going to tell you the kid's super smart, super tricky. Never believe them. You understand what I'm saying? Just pay attention to people who do this to children. Just please pay attention. Yes, that's gaslighting. That's literally one of the most fucked up things you could do to a person. That's why I tell you, people who do shit like that is evil. They're fucking evil. I don't got no love for them, and I can't wait for them to get to God. I can't wait for them to get to God. That shit is evil. You're going to destroy somebody because you know that these problems is going to persist with the child even after the child becomes an adult, right? So people are going to look at the child as an adult and say, why don't you get over that thing? But it's going to be something that they can't get over because it's a lot of y'all don't understand how bad child abuse is. A lot of y'all don't understand how bad gaslighting is. I'm going to explain this to you. in my opinion, with the exception of sexual abuse and with the exception of the physical abuse where it's almost killing the kid, gaslighting is the worst thing I think somebody can do to a person. The worst. You know who gaslight people? Cowards. They're going to try to make everybody think that I'm telling you what was happening. That girl was suffering. That girl, I'm so happy that somebody went and saved that girl. That girl was suffering. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you exactly what was happening. That family, every time that girl went out and was that's why the girl had to run away. Do you understand that? The girl had to run away because every time the girl asked other family members for help, nobody would help her. So when that father's talking about his kid keep running away, to me, I'm like, well, I know if I was in a situation that was like hers and I was a child and I didn't know what to do, I put it like this. At this point, I wouldn't put it past that she was also being sexually molested in that house. I wouldn't put it past that she was also being sexually... I wouldn't put it past that they find out that the father, because that wasn't her real father, I wouldn't be surprised, even if that was, niggas is disgusting. I wouldn't be surprised if they found out that that girl was being sexually assaulted. I just wouldn't be surprised. I don't put nothing past people that would abuse children. Nothing. And I don't think you should either. I don't put nothing past a person who abuses a child and tries to make everybody think that the child is crazy. Those people, in my opinion, will do anything. I think those people will molest kids. I think those people will kill kids. That's my opinion. These people are disgusting. They need to be held accountable. They need to be held, all of the accountables. You know how accountable people want people to hold Tekashi even for shit he ain't do? They need to be held to the extent of the accountable that's past that. Torturing that young girl. Why? What did that young girl do to them that made them... I'm going to tell you, 9 times out of 10, that young girl was molested at some point. And why? That's why they don't want nobody to believe the girl, because they don't want nobody to find out what they did to her. That's what I think. Whenever I hear somebody try to tell me something about, like, especially if you come up to me and you tell me that some kid is super smart, but the kid's also, you can't believe him, they're a liar, the first thing I think in my mind is, y'all might have molested that child and y'all don't want nobody to believe you. That's the first thing that come to my mind, because I know people that happened to. I know a lot of people. I don't know any people. I'm going to explain this to you right now. I don't know any people that have that type of stigma put on them by their family and their family's telling the truth. I don't know any people. Just so we could be clear, I don't know any people. Every single person that I know that talk about their family members, like, yo, that person can't be trusted, but they really smart. Or they try to meet, yo, that guy's crazy. Every single person that I know that they family talk about them like that has been either sexually molested or was abused as a child in one way or another. That's a trick that they use from the South. That shit happened in Atlanta too. That's a trick that they use in the South. Because in the South, they molest their kids all the time. And that's a fact, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And the fact, kids get molested in the South, kids get molested all the time by family members. And that's the trick that they use in the South. That's the trick they use when they want to molest their kids. They try to make you think that there's something wrong with the child, that the child can't be believed. Let's get this show started. First thing we want to do is give appreciation to everybody that donated to the previous chat. Shout out to Azul with the shout out to DSTN with the $5 drop. Shout out to Azul with the $5 drop. Shout out to Barry Taylor with the $4.99 drop. Shout out to DSTN with the $5 drop. I think that's all that came through. My apologies that I'm not already prepared. Is that shit with that young girl really pissed me off. Shout out to Book Smart Street Smart with the $5 drop. And Okay, no, was that the right time? No, that was in the morning. All right, so that's all we got. Definitely appreciate y'all, and shout out to Charlie Santana with the $5 drop, starting off everything today. You guys are the best. Let's do roll call real quick. Yo, I'm gonna let you know right now. I've had people try to gaslight me in my life. I'm not going to go into it, right? But I've had people try to gaslight me in my life. That's where my landlord learned it from. You understand what I'm saying? My landlord tries to do that to me now. You understand what I'm saying? Because he learned it from the people that try to do it to me. You understand what I'm saying? He learned that's the way to deal with me. Just try to make, because if you do dirt to me, like, I'm honest as shit. I'm going to explain something to y'all real quick. I'm honest as shit. Everybody knows that I'm honest. One of the main reasons why I always tell the truth is because when I was a child, they used to try to gaslight me. That's one of the main reasons why I always tell the truth. And that's one of the main reasons why I don't forgive people that cross me. I do not forgive people that cross me. Because I'm never going to do nothing to you. Like, even if you think I did something to you, it was probably an accident. I'm never gonna do something purposely malicious to another individual. That's just not that's not part of my character. You understand what I'm saying? So I grew up in a situation where I had people trying to gaslight me because they didn't want people to know about the way I was being treated. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I'm really upset. I want these parents to go to jail. I want worse for them. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I want them to go to jail. I want them to be held accountable. I want years to. I want them to go to. How old is that girl? They should go to jail for every year that girl is of age. Every year that girl is alive, they should go to jail for every year. That's the way I feel about it. Just so we could be clear. I still got to deal with gaslighting to this day. You understand? When you got parents that gaslight their children, they gaslight their children to death. That's why y'all see me come on live and just talk about everything. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I honestly don't care about nothing because I've been having to live other niggas' lives my whole life. So I don't care about nothing. I don't care. I don't care. Fuck it. I've been having to live other people's lives my whole life. Their lives. My whole life. Shout out to Troll City, King Troll. How you doing this morning? What up, D No Love? What up, New York Silver Stacker? Shout out to DSTN. Ain't nobody calling you Dustin. I don't care what your wife says. What up, Grandmaster Cash? Who else we got up in here? Sule says BBN Network family. Hope everyone's having positive vibes only. Definitely positive vibes, even though we're talking about a subject that's extremely controversial and extremely upsetting to some. Even though it might not seem like it, I have extremely positive vibes right now. I just want everybody to know. Anyway, who else we got up in here? What up, James S. Salute? Who else we got up in here? Yes, we will be talking about Tory Lanez today. What up, Valentina? Yeah, no, I don't know what happened to the other stream. It just cut off. There's nothing I can do about it. Who else we got up in here? Shout out to Charlie Santana with the $5 drop. No comment. Clint Eastwood eyes. I think Charlie Santana is saying, yo, look, I want all the smoke today. I'm not playing with you rat bastards. I'm in the saloon, nigga. Grandmaster Cass says you have to talk to the kids separately. The problem is this. They're busy I'm telling you what they're doing. They're busy telling everybody that the kid is a liar and that the kid is smart. So they're already trying to make it so that anytime the kid open their mouth, nobody's going to listen to them or nobody is going to believe them. I have had that happen to me hundreds, if not thousands of times. And I cannot explain to you how fucking that feels. Like, that's one of the worst feelings in the world, to be standing there begging somebody for help and they sincerely think that you just lying. And you begging them. I mean, I could tell you in the future, maybe a year from now or so, after I move, do a couple of other things, we're going to do a lot of shit on this channel because there's a lot of people we want to help. We're not doing nothing to hurt nobody. We doing shit because there's a lot of people out there that are being marginalized. There's a lot of people out there, especially children that are in families that don't care about them. Who else we got up in here? What up, Prince to Amir? Shout out to Liberty Hazelton. Susan Bortz-Badale. Okay. Yeah, they was gaslighting the kid. That's a fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. Them people are disgusting. I personally think we should just kill people like that, to be honest with you. I'm going to keep it a whole stack. I think those are the type of people that's creating people that's coming out into this world and doing a lot of the shit like that's shooting up blocks and doing a whole bunch of other stupid shit. These are the people that are creating those people. I think we should just kill people like that, to be honest with you. I think that whenever we have people that's out here abusing children, I think we should just kill them. I think that people that abuse children is the lowest scum there is. I think they should just be killed. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being honest with you. If we're going to kill anybody, if we're going to co-sign killing anybody in our communities, it should be the motherfuckers that's abusing children. There's a lot of children that live in, that got one parent in the house that just abused them, and they don't got nobody to help them. Shout out to Ishmael Reeves. Shout out to Macon, Georgia. We got Jamaica, Georgia in the house. What up, Island Music? Island Music said people don't think that shit is real. That's why I turn to gangs. A lot of people actually end up turning to gangs because of the violence in their household, and that's a fact. Because of the violence and the neglect and the abuse in their household, many people turn to gangs. That's why that's why I try my best to never speak negatively about gangs. Because when I was growing up, I wish I had somebody to turn to. I didn't. What up, New York Urban Legend? Who else we got up in here? Rah Rah. What up, Star Love Media? What up? What up, world famous? Shout out to world famous Peter Method with the $9.99 drop. He said, "Bring on the smoke, cause it's Tuesday." World famous Peter Method. I don't think he playing with y'all niggas today. World famous Peter Method is like, yo, I'm up in here. I'm ready for all the petty wars. Let's hit that like button, man. We got over 100 people in here. We don't even got 50 likes. Could y'all hook me up so we can send out some notifications and get more people in here? Because I'd appreciate that. Daddy Fat Stacks. He's also in here. I hope I didn't miss anybody. What up, DZ? Salute. Kenneth O'Leary. Hope I didn't miss anybody if I missed you. What up, Eric Mack? Eric Mack, I need 2 articles today, my brother. 2. I need you to kick out 2 articles. I need a sports article to do a video on. So kick out 2 articles today. One of them sports. Copy? Shout out to James S. James S said, no, nigga. We is not doing this. He said, he dropped $10 on the table. He said, you're a penny short, Mr. World Famous Peter Method. But I'm going to show you what we're going to do in these parts of towns. In these parts of towns, we add the penny. James S drops $100, $10 worth of pennies on the table. Bam! The table break. All the pennies fall at world famous Peter Method's feet. He don't know what to do. Yes, think about all those. Yes, they've been finding kids too. Also, the kids that have been sex trafficking or the trafficking for whatever the purposes is, they've been finding them also. So salute to that. With the sarsaparilla. That's a fact. World famous Peter Method was holding the sarsaparilla in his hand when the table broke. You need 2 articles out of you today, Eric Mack. For everybody that don't know what I'm talking about real quick, hold on, let me show y'all. Shit, I hit the wrong button. Everybody that don't know what we're talking about real quick, we're talking about the BBN Network channel. Go be a member. We're giving away something this week. You have to be a member. You have to sign up for our newsletter. Pardon me. You have to be a member to this channel, the BBN Network on YouTube, and you also have to sign up for a newsletter. You have to go to the BBN Network right here. You see the web address? You're going to go to this web address. You're going to sign up for the newsletter. Shout out to CJ with the $5 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. He said, born and raised in the Boogie Down, but live in Florida now. Love the show. Keep repping New York City and the Bronx. Appreciate you, my brother. Salute. World famous Peter Method said, I dropped my drink. That's what happened. He dropped that sarsaparilla all over the place. It's all over your pants. And your shoes. All over. Can we get them likes up, please, so we can send out more notifications? Alright, so let's get to the Tory Lanez conversation, if y'all don't mind. But I do want to say this before we go all the way to the Tory Lanez conversation. I do want to say this much. Can we please stop thinking all children are lying? There's a lot of kids out there that they need help. They don't know where to get the help from. They don't know where to get the assistance from. Alright? Could we just please, could we start believing some of these kids? Just because somebody is a parent, that doesn't mean that they're a good person. Let's stop thinking that just because somebody is somebody's parent that they care about them. There are a lot of people that are parents and don't care about their kids. They don't. They don't care if their kid live or die. All they care about is other people thinking that they care about their kid. Get it? That's all. They just want people to think they care about their kid. They don't really care about their kid. They don't really care if their kid live or die. I'm just happy that Waka Flocka mom stepped in and did something. Somebody did something. No, I don't know if the child is related to Waka. I don't even think he is. That she is. So let's do something. Let's not let these kids disappear. Let's not let these kids disappear, yo. There's a lot of dead kids right now because they went and they begged somebody for help and the person didn't believe them because they said, oh, this kid is lying, and they're smart. That's what people tell people so nobody don't believe me about nothing. That I'm smart and I'm always lying. I don't lie about nothing. I don't lie. That's why you don't never see me lie about nothing. Nothing. I'm not gonna lie about nothing. I don't care. I talk about everything because I grew up in a situation, or I'm still currently in a situation where the people who are physically around me are always trying to convince everybody that I'm lying. You understand what I'm saying? So I just always telling the truth. It's hard to live like that, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's not that you want to lie, but you don't really want to tell nobody your business. But then if you don't tell somebody your business, you got mofo over there telling people lies about you. You feel me? Fucking your life up. Because also remember, the people that gaslight these children, they try to stay next to these children's whole life, so that kid don't go somewhere and let people know the evil that they did. So they always try to keep these individuals close to them, so they can monitor them, so they could whenever that person is trying to tell the truth, even after they become an adult, so nobody don't believe them. You understand what I'm saying? So keep this in mind when you see grown ass adults and they got anxiety issues. You understand what I'm saying? Because I kind of got anxiety issues. I ain't gonna lie to you. I get anxiety sometimes. You feel me? It is what it is. I deal with it though. I try not to make my anxiety issue turn into a fight. That's my thing. You understand what I'm saying? Because I start getting anxiety, it might turn into a fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I try to do. I try to make sure that my own anxiety don't turn the situation into a fight. With that being said, let's talk about Tory Lanez. Real quick, we talk about Tory Lanez now. Real quick, who thinks Tory Lanez can still have a career in entertainment? I'm not just saying music. I'm saying entertainment in general. Who thinks Tory Lanez can still have a career in entertainment? You're like, Tory Lanez is done, homie. Let's have a vote real quick. I think a lot of these young girls is sleeping with. Okay, so first of all, young girls have always been sleeping with older men. Don't let nobody trick you, all right? When I was a young kid, I knew quite a few girls around my age that was trying everything they can do to sleep with older men. I'm just keeping it a stack with you. It's a thing. I guess just like young boys want to sleep with older women, it's a thing. I mean, what the fuck could I say? Hector Cruz says Tekashi has an interview with Spanish Channel today to expose a couple of people in the Latin industry and see how it works out for him. Souley said it's going to take a time to build him back up. It depends on Susan Boss-Riddell says it depends on how he handles it. Charlie Santana said Canadian TV are coming up, so yeah, he could do that. Canadian TV shows are coming up, so yeah, he could do that. DSTN said they were messing with the hustlers. Okay, I don't know what he's. Oh, I know he's talking about. Yeah, the young girls. They was. Yeah, because okay. So first of all, could we just say something real quick? Our first crushes were always older than us, right? Well, not mine. I had my first crush in I think, yeah, our first crushes was always. I had a crush on a next door neighbor at one point. She was older than me, so our first crushes is always older than us. You understand what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. So of course, when a young girl gets 13, 14 years old, she's been pining over some dude for who knows how long. To her, the dude's not that much older. She's 13, 14. The dude's 17. To her, the dude ain't that much older. They was just hanging out together in the same playground a couple of years ago. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it's wrong also. I'm not co-signing any of this shit, just so we can be clear about that. Eric Vasquez says, with time, Tory can still have a career, but he's going to have to put out very good music, not average music. I don't know. I want to know what y'all guys' opinion on this. I think that it'll be extremely difficult for him to have a career for the simple fact that to be in music, you have to be able to tour. Y'all do know that if tours opened up right now, how can Tekashi tour if he don't have nobody that's going to tour with him? He can't be the only person on the card. Have y'all anybody thought about that? Tekashi's can't be the only person on the card. Tiny Two Guns, the 2-foot shooter, he could go with that. That should be his next drop. It should be his next song. Yo, I'm the 2-foot shooter. They call me Tiny Two Guns. Feet is my enemy. The feet is the natural enemy of the short man. Every time I see some feet, I just want to shoot them. Oh, Kelly? Oh, Kelly Kabowski? She was a cutie. But the black girl was way prettier. They just, everybody pined after Kelly, but the black girl was way prettier. It wasn't even close. And then after I got older, I realized that the tall girl was actually prettier also. Just I wasn't into tall chicks. Tory streams is going up again. You said you think he'll have a career? Okay. Tory pulled allegedly, Tory pulled his song off of the 6ix9ine's album. So do you think they really gonna you think they're still gonna think he would do that? Lark Voorhees, that's her name. She has 2 white names. I don't know how they did that. Gideon says the issue with Tory is even if he tries to revive his career, the media will keep trying to damage him, start digging into his past. I think the issue with Tory is he has a history of problems with women. I'm gonna explain something. All right, so you could have an argument with 5 or 6 chicks, right? It happens. You might just be an argumentative person, or you might just be a very highly opinionated person. You're gonna get in tons of arguments if you have a lot of opinions. So the problem with Tory Lanez is that a lot of the females in the industry have been complaining about him for a while now. Like, they got this one video I seen the other day of some girl had drank too much at his party or got high or drunk at his party, and her friends was ushering her out the door to take her home or whatever the case was, and he was busy laughing at her. I don't know what to tell you. Like, now that we see that he's shooting chicks in the foot, he's also laughing at chicks did somebody slip her something? I'm not saying nobody did. I'm not trying to put nothing on nobody, but I'm saying you have to start opening up different avenues of what could possibly have been going on. How the hell were you laughing at this girl and you saying she drank too much? She didn't look like she was stumbling, but she looked like there was something wrong with her. Alright? Have you seen people that drank too much? They stumble. She didn't look like she was stumbling. She looked like there was something wrong, though. He busy laughing at her, talking about she drank too much. Trying to make sure that we got in our brains she must have drank too much. Not that somebody... See, that's how I think. You're not doing nothing for no reason. You're doing something for a reason. Copy? There was no reason to videotape that girl, and there was no reason to videotape her leaving, and there also was no reason for you to keep talking about why she's drunk. Or that she was drunk. So all that shit right there makes me look at everything sideways. There's more to this. Anyway, Eric Vasquez says DJ Axe said Tory had to beg 6ix9ine for 2 hours to take him off because he was receiving threats from other rappers. Damn! First of all, Tory, nobody ain't fucking with you anyway. I'm sorry to say, you shot Meg Thee Stallion in the foot, homie. When Meg Thee Stallion... do you understand that every single time Meg Thee Stallion goes and does anything, they're going to talk to her about getting shot by fucking Tory Lanez? Y'all do know this, right? I don't know when DJ Axe said that. When did he say that, Eric Vasquez? I don't know who will win in the fight. I would assume she can beat him. Alright, later, Sule. Enjoy your day. That's what it is, baby girl. Okay. He said it on Twitch 4 days ago. Appreciate you, Eric Vasquez. I already knew you had an answer. I just want you to shut dude up. I could tell which one of y'all be bullshitting and shit. Who ain't? Killer Queen has already touched this. Okay. The video is still up. Eric Vasquez, you don't just... Now you see what I go through. Where every single thing I say, people be like, how you know? The fuck? That's why I just be kicking people out. No pun intended, copy. First of all, he did Don Q dirty. He said Don Q had to pay Dream Doll to sleep with him. That was dirty. And why the fuck? I think he just don't respect women. You said Russ been doing shows by himself? 10K people? Okay. But this is shows during quarantine. You know that, right? This ain't shows like when everybody else is already also doing shows. This is shows during like quarantine. It's different. Like, what is people more likely to spend money for? A show that only gonna have one person there when they also can go to a show that has 5-6 performers? A lot of people backed out. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe 6ix9ine got to figure out how he could get right with God. Sometimes that's why bad shit happens. Because you're either around people who's not right with God, or you not right with God. He was doing that before? Okay. Shout out to Russ. I don't know if Tory has an issue with his mother or not, but Tory Lanez absolutely seemed to consistently have problems with females. I'm going to let that go through, but I don't even know what you're talking about. You're just asking random questions that don't got nothing to do with what we're talking about. Hey, admins, the next time Chris Andrew tries to change the conversation from what we're talking about, just kick him. We're not doing this. Eric Vasquez says DJ Act played Punani with Tory on it. The one that Tory was much better than the one released. That's why it sounds unfinished. First of all, just so we could be clear, Tory Lanez is a very good music creator. He's very good at making music. So I'm not surprised him being on the track is going to improve it, even if the track is already good. Alright, Tory Lanez, I think that he's going to be working behind the scenes. And that's probably why he didn't. He's probably looking at a career of ghostwriting right now at this point and making music with people behind the scenes. So that's maybe why he was like, he can't be on Tekashi's album, because now this is going to be my new form of income. If this shit don't die down, I have to write for artists. If artists are saying they not going to fuck with me if I fuck with you, Who knows? Maybe that's why Tekashi don't fuck with me. Because if he fuck with me, other niggas ain't gonna fuck with me. Who knows? I have no idea who's gonna work with Tekashi next. I know who isn't. Me. Susan Boss Purcell says, I just don't see how someone that loves their mother could treat women that dirty and feel good about it. That's the point I'm trying to make, Susan Boss Purcell. He seems to feel, it seems to make him feel good when females are suffering. He seems to feel good when females are suffering. It seems to me like when females are suffering, that's when he's at his... I'm not saying that that's what it is. I'm saying, as far as I know, from everybody that I've heard, that's not true. I've heard he's a good guy from some people. From other people, I heard he's a dick. Just keep it a stack. I've heard he's a good guy from some people. Some people told me he's a really good guy. Other people told me he's a dick. Who told you DMX is not doing music with 6ix9ine? Who the fuck told you that? Stop doing that, Misha White. We gonna have to kick Misha White. This is the second day in a row she just did this. The next time Misha White tries to say 6ix9ine is doing music with somebody, we gonna have to kick her. Because we're not doing this where you're just gonna come in here and make shit up every day. We're not doing this. I know you wrote hopefully, but there's no way in the world DMX is doing music with 6ix9ine. If it happens, absolutely, I'm gonna be surprised out of this world. I don't know what to tell you. Have you ever been to Yonkers? Have you ever been to Yonkers? You think them niggas from Yonkers is gonna fuck around with somebody who's a snitch? Have you been to Yonkers? Six Nine said DMX was talking to him in jail. Okay. Eric Vasquez says, Jack, just curious, did you try to reach out to Murder Murphy for the interview? Just listening to what Six told Gillie, you'll be the perfect person. Look, once again, I understand some of y'all would like for me to interview 6ix9ine, but I personally don't want to talk about it. I don't think it's something that's gonna happen. I'm okay with it not happening. I'm not gonna fucking die. I'm still gonna be the mall, nigga. But I just don't think it's something that's gonna happen. Alright? So I personally don't really ever care to talk about it. I talk about it because y'all talk about it. But I don't think it's something that's gonna happen. And I don't really care to think about stuff that I don't think is gonna happen. I just don't think anybody from Yonkers is gonna get on the track with Tekashi 6ix9ine. But what do I know? Maybe. I mean, because in reality, maybe they're looking at it like the niggas in the gang did Tekashi wrong. Maybe they looking at it like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because to be perfectly honest with you, I know gang niggas that look at that Treyway Tekashi situation and they're like, Treyway fucked up. Tekashi didn't do nothing wrong. Believe the unbelievable, so it's a possibility. That'll be a monster track. They both got dope voices. That'll be a monster track. Yeah, I reached out to Murder Murphy. I mean, I just think it's a waste of time, to be honest with you. I don't think I'm on their radar. I want to focus on things I can actually make happen. You understand? I want to focus on things I can actually make happen. I don't want to focus on shit that I don't that is so slim of a possibility I might be wasting my time. Shout out to William Summersville with the $5 drop with the shades. I don't think DMX is gonna do music with 6ix9ine. Talking to him while he is in prison is God's work. I agree with you, Susan Borsberdale. I mean, I know niggas, gang niggas, that been locked up and everything else, and they personally said they don't agree with snitching. You can't snitch. Snitching is wrong. But they also say them dudes did Tekashi wrong first. They broke the code. Tekashi had no reason. First of all, some of them say Tekashi is a straight up civilian, and others say they had no reason to. Tekashi had no reason to follow the code after they broke it. You can't sleep with the Nan's girlfriend. That's breaking the code. You slept with his baby mama. That's breaking the code. What up, Bree Pow? We got Bree Pow in the house. Shout out to BQ Mommy. Everybody say what's up to my sister-in-law. Yes, DMX did drop a new song. I was trying to get a chance to hear it. That's facts, Frost. You did great interviews before, and you will do great interviews down the line. Sometimes you got to put a bow on it and ship it out. You'll be just fine with or without it. I want to do it. Don't get it confused. It's just, I think that if there was even a possibility, somebody would have said something to me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that hard to get a hold of. I just don't think it's a possibility, so it's not something I consider. It's not something I think about. I'm literally the guy that if I try to hit on you and you act weird, I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm gonna turn around and walk away. I'm literally that guy. I'm telling you. I'm be like, I don't got time for this. Like, fuck it, you're not interested. I'm gonna believe you. Susan Borsberdale says Tekashi is a civilian. Shotty lied to him to make him comfortable enough to run the okie dokie. 100% believe you. Eric Vasquez says more or less 6ix9ine says in the new song that he wished they weren't disloyal to him. He tried to change their lives and they crossed him. He can't help them anymore. That's a whole fact. I mean, I'm not arguing with any of that. Real Patrick said big leaps of faith. You never know. See, I don't like to. I don't want to get all riled up about some shit that. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a quick story about myself. When I was a kid, I was always getting promised shit that never happened. You understand what I'm saying? Like, always getting promised shit that just never happened. So that's just the way I am. You understand what I'm saying? If you give me the impression like something isn't gonna happen, it don't matter how much you telling me that it's gonna happen. You're giving the impression that it isn't gonna happen. I grew up in a situation where I was promised stuff that just I can't even it. I'll talk about it in the future, maybe a couple of years from now or something like that. But when you hear what I gotta say, you're gonna be like, "Damn, that was fucked up." Like, you understand what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna discuss it right now for reasons. But you're gonna be like, damn, that was fucked up. like when I tell you this shit, you're gonna be like, damn, that was really fucked up. But there's certain things I don't want to talk about until I have individuals next to me that could confirm what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? Because some of the shit that I'm gonna tell you is just gonna be so unbelievable that you're not gonna believe that somebody could treat a child like that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at. So it's not that I don't want the interview, and it's not that sometimes I don't want things. Like if I'm trying to holler at Shorty, it's not that I don't want to holler at her. But at the end of the day, once people give me the impression like something ain't gonna happen, I just believe them and I move on to the next thing. You understand what I'm saying? I just move on to the next thing out of respect. You understand what I'm saying? I know how it feels to be wasting your time at something that just ain't possible. Shit, I've been trying to get a girl back for about 3 years now. Shit, that shit, I'm looking at it right now. I ain't gonna lie, this shit, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm about to give up on that shit, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's not that cause we get the likes up. We only got 39 likes in here. We got almost 140 people. Yeah, I don't like to, you know what I'm saying? I just, like, I can't. I literally have people in my life that will promise me things just so they could disappoint me. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just the way I am. Charlie Santana says you build up what you already going on here, and the point where you're unavoidable on your line going off crazy, whether it's 6ix9ine Camp or other high profile individuals. If I would have gave up 3 years ago, we wouldn't even have the BBN network. Prince to Amir. I literally only made this whole entire platform to try to have a way to talk to her. You understand? Like, anyway, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, so I don't like thinking anything good is gonna happen. That's the only way I can explain that shit. I don't even like thinking anything good is gonna happen because I literally was raised in a situation where people promised me things on purpose knowing they was never gonna do them. You understand what I'm saying? Just so they could look at me and see my disappointment every day. You understand what I'm saying? Just so they could disappoint me every day so they could hurt me. So I'm a child and they'll promise me stuff just so they could say no. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the type of environment I was raised in. I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm not complaining, by the way. I mean, I'm just explaining to y'all. That's why I'm not jumping out the window for nothing. I just rather not have. Be honest with you. I'm not jumping out the window for nothing. Anyway, it's just not in my personality. No matter how much I want something, it don't matter. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, we got Tory Lanez, and Tory Lanez is currently saying Eric Mack says he thinks of worst case scenarios and try to reverse engineer it. I think the problem, just real quick, I think the problem is I am actually really smart. You understand what I'm saying? So some people just don't like me because I'm smart. You understand what I'm saying? No other reason. No, literally no other reason. Alright, that's what it is. Nah, I'm just appreciate you, real Patrick. Nah, I'm just who I am. You feel me? Like, that's why can't nobody tell me who to talk about, who to report on, what to report on, how to feel. You can't tell me nothing. I'm ready to die, nigga. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. I'm gonna do what I think is right by God first. And then after that, everything else falls in line. With all that being said, do anybody think Tory Lanez is gonna drop any music for the rest of this year? I'm curious. Because that's what that's what people usually do, right? That's what they do when they get in trouble. They drop music, right? So they could try to win the fans back over. Do anybody think Tory Lanez is going to drop music this year? I'm curious. Yeah, I seen the Gillie jump off when he was playing the what Tekashi said when Tekashi called them. And this is what I want to say about that. First of all, could we clap it up for Gillie Da KId? Because the clip that I saw on IG, he handled it extremely dope. I like the way that he handled it. He just said, "I respectfully decline." Like, I don't know what he said after that, because that's the only part of the clip I saw. If he said, "I respectfully decline," that ain't here anymore. That was the end of the clip. But first of all, Chris Brown is ridiculously more talented than Tory Lanez. I'm going to put you on a timeout, Senior C. I don't care if you get upset. I hope you don't, because you earned this timeout. Even pretending like Chris Brown and Tory Lanez is in the same fucking hemisphere. You mentioned Chris Brown with the likes of Michael Jackson and Prince, not Tory Lanez, homie. Let's just be clear on that. No disrespect to Tory Lanez. Even though he deserves all the disrespect for what he did when that girl got shot. But he's not in the same lane with Chris Brown. So you're going to eat that time out, Senor C. Who thinks Senor C earned that time out? By saying that Chris Brown, by trying to say that Chris Brown and Tory Lanez was similar. Who think he earned that timeout? Who thinks he earned that timeout? I want to know. Hold on. Who thinks he earned that timeout for pretending like Chris Brown and Tory Lanez are similar enough to compare them? What the fuck? One of Chris Brown's albums is better than anything. You could take one of Chris Brown's albums is better than this guy's whole entire discography. Susan Boyle-Spadell said what happened with CB is why he's not a billionaire. Also, did you just see that Rihanna got her face messed up now and they're trying to say she fell on some kind of scooter or some shit like that? Valentina said he need a 3-day timeout. I bet you he don't think he did nothing wrong though. I'm telling you, hey, when you get back in here, Senor C, I want to know if you think you did something wrong. He don't think he did nothing wrong. I'm telling you, he gonna think he was on point with that bullshit. I seen you. Tory Lanez is gonna remix Can I Kick It? And what he gonna say? Yes, I can't? I take the Dream over Tory too. The Dream wrote something. Didn't the Dream write Umbrella? Wait, hold on. And Dream wrote some incredible... See, that's what Tory Lanez is going to have to do. Tory Lanez is just going to have to start writing songs for people. He just going to have to start writing songs for people. He just going to... That's just what it is. Now, poor him. He shouldn't have shot that. First of all, he shouldn't have pulled the gun out on her. I don't give a fuck. See, you understand what my point is? I don't care. I do care that he shot her. But my point is, how do you pull a gun out on her? How does the gun even get pulled out? How does it get that serious that you have to pull a gun out on fucking Meg Thee Stallion? Fernando Lopez said Gil talked about 6ix9ine for about 45 minutes after that call. Wasn't all good. I think it was Clout Chase move to show he the guy people come to. No, he should have actually discussed that he is a guy that people come to. That wasn't Clout Chasing. That was flexing, nigga. Gil wouldn't know how to interview Tekashi. I don't think so neither. But in all due respect for Gillie, I really do respect those guys, they platform and what they doing. I love what they're doing. I love what Gillie and Wallo is doing. Before they even got to where they were, when it was still in the infancy stage and it was the fucking little mustard seed. I was liking what they was doing then. I love what those guys are doing. I love what those guys are doing. I love what they're doing. Oh, poor him. You talk about the other guy. You can make more money as a ghostwriter than an artist anyway if you write a hit. That's a fact, Eric Vasquez. I much rather, just so we can be clear, I tried to get into music when I was younger, right? Like all black kids from the hood. We had a couple of opportunities that fell through. I gave up on it after it was a situation where it was like some gay shit. They was trying to get some gay shit to happen. I'm not with that shit. So I gave up on the shit. I was around the wrong people. I don't know no other way to tell you. So I gave up on that shit. I went about my business. I would much rather be me being where I'm at now mentally, at the age that I'm at. I much way rather be a ghostwriter. Way more. I don't way rather be a ghostwriter. I go sit up in the studio with you for a couple of hours a month or whatever the case is. Sit up with the studio with this person, that person, make the music. Then I get a check. And I keep getting a check because I got a writing credit. I'm fine with that. I like that. I prefer. I don't need to be on stage. I don't need to be in the front. I wish one day Kendra come on here and talk with y'all, and she'll tell you the main reason why I did not want to do YouTube is because I didn't want to be on television. The main reason. Everybody, go get your new Bronx merch. Go get your new BBN merch. This is the Bronx pillow. This is the Bronx pillow. Go get your new BBN merch. This is the front. Teesprings. This is the back. Yeah, I'm fine. I don't See, I don't care. See, the thing is that yeah, I got this type of personality, but I don't really care to be the guy that people always want to talk to. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that. Froze. No, it wasn't no bad boy. Actually, we almost got signed to we almost got signed by Queen Latifah at one point, and at the second time it was some other people I didn't really know who they was. Somebody was putting me on. Brooklyn is available. There is Brooklyn merch also. It's available. I got to get a Brooklyn pillow. I just don't know what color I'm gonna get it in yet. That's it. That's the only reason why I don't have a Brooklyn pillow yet, because I got Harlem in black. I do not want to get Brooklyn in black. I don't know which color I'm gonna get Brooklyn in yet, and that's the only reason why we do not have a Brooklyn pillow yet. Well, I don't have one yet, but there's numerous colors available. This is the Harlem pillow. If y'all in Harlem, y'all need to go cop. This is the Frost right there. That's our sign right there. They had a jump off in Harlem the other day. I believe it was on Sunday. I wanted to go pull up, but we was in the laundromat on Sunday, and I didn't hear about it until right before I went to the laundromat. Jim Jones posted. Fernando Lopez says he also didn't play the full call. I would like to know how the full call ended and why Gil record calls from answering the phone. Just a couple of questions I asked myself. Interesting. Interesting. Wait, so he was on the phone with him? That what? Yeah, he was on the phone. I thought it might have been a voice message. That's Sule right there for everybody that don't know. Shout out to Vertical 24 Gaming. He don't pull up no more, but he got BBN merch. Shout out to him. Who else we got next? Shout out to Vic Star. That's Vic Star, y'all. That's why everybody hate her, because she's pretty and she likes the BBN network. Look at all the merch she cops. That's a BBN shirt and BBN fucking mug. Shout out to the real DJ Chip. You see him right there. Real DJ Chip. That's their IGs. Y'all could go to their IGs. Say what's up to them. Shout out to G's Up. You see G's Up with the allegedly shirt right there. Salute. People cop the merch. You feel me? Go cop the merch. This is the morning coffee shirt I'm wearing today. This is the morning coffee shirt I'm wearing today for everybody to see. Morning coffee. Go cop y'all morning coffee shirts. As far as with the Gil Tekashi interview, I'm not sure what Tekashi wanted out of that interview. But like I said, any hood reporter that don't know the case, if they're stupid enough to take the interview so they can look dumb, like I said, Gil might not know the case. He don't want to look stupid. Gil's a smart guy. Listen to him talk. I don't care how hood he sound. Gillie Da KId is smart. Smart. He's smart. Alright? Intelligent. You probably also don't know the case. So it's just not a good... Yeah, shout out to Vix. Everybody say what's up to Vix. He probably just don't know the case. So since he don't know the case, he not stupid enough to go do an interview with somebody so he could get exposed. Imagine if my son tried to interview Tekashi. You know how stupid my son is going to sound? All he's going to say is, but you snitch, but you... Nah, you know how somebody sound when you talking to them about something and all they do is keep repeating themselves over and over again? And you're saying complex conversation. You're having complex discussions. You're speaking about things and their complexity, and you're explaining and describing things, and all the other person could say is, but he snitched. Like, that's why I try to say, us in the hood, we got to get smarter. And I'm not disrespecting my son. I'm saying the my son interview with Akon, my son didn't say anything except for, but he snitched. Akon was giving facts. If I was Akon, I would be upset that I just wasted my time. Eric Vasquez says, facts. Why was Giddy recording the phone call before he knew it was 6ix9ine? Recording people without letting them know that what cops do. I don't know. I don't know why he did anything. James S. says, is there anything on the back of the shirt you're wearing? No. This back of this shirt is empty. But we will be having these shirts coming up in the future with a little bit different design with stuff on the back. But there's nothing on the back of this one. This is just a regular shirt. Gillie went to college on Division II basketball scholarship. He is smart. I'm trying to tell you, Gillie's smart. Gillie's smart. I can listen to him talk. You don't got to tell me. I can listen to him rap. You don't got to tell me. You can listen to these rappers. You can tell who's smart and who's not. And I'm not talking about because they use big words. By the way, big words don't mean shit. Anybody could go open up a dictionary. I'm going to tell you what I think happened. It's called Cover Your Ass. Star does it all the time. Shout out to DZ. Actually, I should be recording conversations when people call me, but I don't. I'm going to explain something to you real quick. Some people might be thinking that he's trying to avoid interviewing with me because I do know the case. Some people might be waiting for me to actually do the 6ix9ine interview. Don't let that go over your head. Don't let it go over your head whether niggas know who I am or not. Niggas know me. Some people might be waiting for 6ix9ine to do an interview with me because I actually know the case. And they want to see a real interview. They don't want to see him just talking about whatever. They want to see him talking to somebody that know facts, that can spit facts back at him. BP said, bro, Gillie was being underhanded. That wasn't cool. Now he gonna be mad when he gets trolled. He might be mad when he gets trolled, or he might not care. Do you know, have you ever been to Philly? Yeah, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Somebody put that in a rap once too. And it sounded dope though. It was in the 80s. No, if I record somebody, I always let them know I'm recording. There is nobody that I recorded and I did not let them. If I feel like I have to have a conversation with you and I have to record you, but I can't tell you I'm recording you, I'm probably not going to have a conversation with you. What would be my first question to 6ix9ine? I'd ask him how he was doing. Literally, how you doing today? Well, this and this and that. First question, how you doing? How you doing? That'd be the first interview. That'd be the first question. So you know, that would literally be the first question. How you doing? How's everything going? How you doing? How's your family? Everything okay? How's your safety? That's the first thing we're gonna talk about. I'm not going no further than that. I'm not talking about nothing else. Alright? I'm not gonna let nobody know the line of questions I'm asking. But yes, the first question will be how he's doing, how his family is doing, along that line. And I would be going somewhere with that. I'm not going to tell nobody where I'm going with it because I don't want nobody to steal my shit. Nah, Gillie don't give a fuck. Philly. That's why when people are saying the shit they saying, I'm like, I guess you never been to Philly. You know my body. 6ix9ine response. Yeah, if I have to record you without you knowing I'm recording you, I probably shouldn't be talking to you. That's the way I'm thinking. Gillie might be cool with Shotty, but I don't. If Gillie said he didn't want it, Gillie literally turned it down. Why are you talking about he? Oh, you don't think he's capable of doing it? Like I said, the only way I would think, I think that if Gillie doesn't know enough about the situation to have an actual interview with him, I think Gillie is smart enough to not take the interview. But also, I think he just don't want to interview him. He might just not want to interview him. He might just not want to talk to him. That it might be just as simple as that. A nigga snitch. I don't want to talk to him. It might be just as simple as that. Can we get those likes up? We got 54 likes. We got 140 people in here. We could get those likes to about 80, right? If I was Gillie, I would have. What? First of all, if I was Gillie, okay, I don't know how to say this, but I don't think there's nothing wrong with Gillie playing the phone call. I don't think Gillie did anything wrong by playing the phone call. Think about it like this. Imagine if I would have recorded some of those phone calls that Zeke Black and me had, and then I wouldn't be having to have all of the problems that I have with people thinking he telling the truth about shit. You understand what I'm saying? I would have just immediately, once Zeke Black started coming out talking crazy, y'all know who Zeke Black is. That's the dude that Mel Cross said tried to rape his ex-girlfriend. Real quick. So apparently Mel Cross's ex-girlfriend was passed out, drunk or high or whatever the case might be, but she was like passed out, and the dude Zeke Black tried to pull her panties down and have sex with her while she was passed out, and she actually woke up on time. That guy, if I would have recorded some of our conversations that I had with him, I wouldn't have had to worry about him running around to the world lying about stuff. You understand what I'm saying? I would have been able to just play the audio, like, so people could know he lying. You understand what I'm saying? DZ says, Gillie didn't want to allow 6ix9ine to use his platform to perpetuate his bullshit. Yeah, but see, this is the thing. I'm gonna explain. Shout out to Book Smart Street Smart with the $2.99 drop. He said, "Salute Jack and the BBN family. Happy Tuesday." All right, so there's something I want to say real quick. Keep this in mind. Gillie is a blogger, podcaster, or whatever the case is, right? But he's not a journalist. He wouldn't be interested in doing this type of work, because in order to interview Tekashi appropriately, you need to possibly have done some journalism. You need to have investigated his situation. You need to know about his situation. I don't know Tekashi, but I know a ton of them Treyway niggas. I know a ton of niggas from Brooklyn, blood niggas from Brooklyn. The questions I ask will not only be the questions that Tekashi's fan base want to hear asked. The questions I ask will also be the questions that people that don't like him want to hear. That's why I don't want to let nobody know the line of questioning or the line of questions I will actually have, because I hear what people talk to him about. Nobody's talking about the stuff I would be asking questions about. Shout out to DSTN with the $5 drop. He said, "Show love, hit like." Yeah, ain't nobody gonna be interviewing him on the stuff I'm gonna be talking about. Also, I want y'all all to go check this video out and leave a comment. I want to know what y'all think about this video. Go check this video out and leave a comment. I want y'all to go listen to this, look at this video, and leave a comment. If we get this video up to 5,000, then I'll do a follow-up. If not, I'm going to keep it pushing and go to the next topic. But if we get this video to about 5,000, then I'm going to do a follow-up on what I think about this album sales and all of this shit with these artists in general. We got to get this video to 5,000 though. Eric Vasquez says, "My problem with 6ix9ine and how people look and speak about him is simple. People have formed judgments and opinions and want his career ended, yet they don't even know the facts. If you know the facts and you don't like, I'm guessing you're saying it's cool if people actually know that." That's my issue also. A lot of people are just mad. They don't have no facts. They just say, he snitched. That's it. They allegedly was trying to get his mother killed. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. The allegation is that they was trying to get his mother killed. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Gideon says, "As a foreigner looking in on the Tekashi situation from the outside, race seems to play a big part. People were mad that a couple of black men were locked up. Some don't like a Mexican in the rap game." Might be it. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell you, but that might look what's going on. Also, you got to understand, black people have been blackballed from so many different things. that hip hop specifically, a lot of black people hold very closely to the chest, and rightfully so. Even if sometimes I don't agree with them, I can understand why they feel that way, and I respect it. Um, Eric Vasquez says, him, that's cool, whatever. But don't judge someone from an opinion about a situation and you don't know the truth. Very simple. No one else will be treated how he is treated. I just want to bring something up real quick. That's like when we was talking about with the young girl earlier, how you have people that will lie to you about an individual just to destroy their character and destroy their name because they don't want you to believe what that person is going to say. You understand what I'm saying? So just like with that young girl, that her family was trying to get the whole world to think that there was something wrong with her so they could continue to abuse her. I wouldn't be surprised if that's basically a similar situation that 6ix9ine went through when he was with Treyway. Lies being put out and misinformation being put out in order to make it so. Do y'all understand? As long as the okay, so I'm gonna explain something to y'all real quick. A gang nigga told me this. Listen real quick, and you're gonna understand why I'm report the way that I report. A gang nigga told me this. Listen, a gang nigga told me this. A nigga in a gang told me this. He said, look, you want to know what they doing to Tekashi? This is when Tekashi was out. This is way before they got arrested. He said, you want to know what they doing to Tekashi? They got Tekashi beefing with everybody in America, right? While he's beefing with everybody in America, that means that he has to stay as close as possible to Treyway because they're keeping him safe. So he's beefing with everybody in America, but that means that now he gotta stay with Treyway because he needs security. He can't move. You understand what I'm saying? So it was basically he told me that they were encouraging Tekashi 6ix9ine to beef with other gangs so that Tekashi 6ix9ine don't got no choice and he can never leave them. Shout out to D No Love with the $5 drop. He said, you are the only one that can go toe to toe with 6ix9ine. You got facts. Appreciate you, D No Love, especially because of that conversation that we had about something else. Definitely appreciate you. BP says, Eric Vasquez, they've been waiting him to go before the whole case thing. He's now the biggest face of hip hop because of the hate. I'm getting weird feelings about what's going on in hip hop revolving around Tekashi right now. And I think that he's trying to figure out, I don't know what he's trying to do, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's trying to notice he's not really going around that many black people. So I feel like he feels that it's a black person thing also. And black people have been the last people to accept him, it seems. So you don't never know, man. DZ says, Eric, people don't have to have facts to have an opinion on something. We're human. I never liked his music and I don't like his antics, so I feel I'm entitled to not like him. Yeah, you can not like him. Anybody can not like whoever. You don't have to like anyone. Susan Boss Brazil says these people are disrespecting him in front of his daughter with her mother where she sleeps. I don't know. I can't even. I don't. Oh boy. Eric, I don't want to touch that. Eric Vasquez says, fact, Shotty was being a whole cheerleader, urging 6ix9ine to beef with others is crazy. That's a fact. I keep trying to tell everybody they were in the car. I heard it with my own two ears. They was in the car driving. 6ix9ine was basically saying that he didn't really want to, he didn't want to go hard arguing at a nigga. And Shotty was like, yo, tell him suck your dick. Yo, fuck that. We got you, yo. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, they were encouragements of him beefing, and now people is acting like they weren't encouraging him to beef at all. That's why I don't respect that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like I would respect some of the arguments that they have if they would just admit, yeah, we were encouraging him to do this, we were encouraging him to do that. You understand what I'm saying? They trying to make it seem like he did all that shit on his own. That's not what happened, yo. Fact, Shotty was DZ says, oh, talking to Eric Mack, no one actually beat him one-on-one in conversation. No one can actually beat him one-on-one in a conversation. Maybe he hasn't had a conversation with the appropriate individual. Everybody's beatable. Everybody's beatable. I think that I think people are scared to interview him. I think people are scared to look stupid. That's what I think. I think people are scared to look stupid. Wolves don't sell wolf tickets. That's a fact. He doesn't know it yet, but I am the guy he wants to have an interview with. I love my team. Okay, so real quick, I just want to let y'all know what's happening. I'm looking at my for everybody that don't know, I'm not going to show y'all all the names that's in here, whatever the case may be. But for everybody that don't know, we have a website and we have our staff. So our staff is currently talking about the projects that they're working on today. So that's what I was looking at, the BBN writer staff. So they currently talking about the projects they're working on today. So I'm looking like I'm very impressed and I'm happy about them. I'm like, yeah, motherfuckers, what the fuck are y'all doing over there? Get to work. Um, we're gonna have videos today too. We're doing 10-minute videos. So we're gonna try to make the 10-minute videos, and I'm also gonna try to have the lead in for y'all tonight because I love doing those lead ins. I love doing those lead ins. I think it sets the right. It helps me set the ambiance for the show, the tone. EOS says, I personally think it's disrespectful to Treyway when they say 6ix9ine was the mastermind behind everything. I 100% think that's disrespectful to Treyway. These niggas is real gang street niggas. How are you talking about some Mexican nigga pulled up and was pulling all the strings? That don't even make sense. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now, niggas respect Treyway. Don't get it confused. But there are a lot of people looking at them like, how y'all let this Mexican nigga tell y'all what to do? I'm telling you. So I think they need to back up off of that narrative. You already locked up in jail. Tell what it is. You already in jail. Tell what it is. Like, I'm not trying to say the shit that's gonna make people mad at you, but just let it be known. Nah, the nigga wasn't pulling all the strings. It is what it is. Shit happened. That's it. You street niggas. Y'all niggas don't gotta explain everything. That's enough. How is the kid who is 21, never been in the street, fooling grown ass men? Like, come on. Thank you, EOS. That makes no sense. I'm sorry, that makes no sense. I personally think EOS says I think it's extremely disrespectful. I've kicked people for that for coming in here and trying to disrespect Treyway for that reason. I personally think it's disrespectful to Treyway when they say 6ix9ine was the mastermind behind everything. How is this kid who was 21, never been in the street, fooling grown ass men? Like, come on, that shit kills me. I don't even know how the niggas. I don't know how niggas is even going with that narrative. Eric Vasquez says Gillie said 6ix9ine is making fun of people's dead cousins. Yep, he is, which I don't like or agree with. I'm 100% with Gillie on that. I'm not cool with you making fun of dead people, and I don't like or agree with it. That's a fact. And Gillie was standing up for Dirk, yet Dirk, Reese, Chief Keef, Tado, and King Von all were making jokes posting. First of all of them dudes from Chicago make fun of their ops when their ops die. Okay, let's just be clear on this. So the fact that they're getting overly upset at Tekashi for doing the same thing that them niggas do, I don't know what to tell you. But they do it all the time. Them dudes in Chicago is always laughing when they ops die, talking about they smoking on the pack. What up, Freddie Acevedo? But I think there's just so much contradictory shit. I be holding back on some of the things I talk about over here because if somebody do interview him, I'm damn if I'ma help you. Hold on, sorry about this. Mega Bill said they also be putting in work, not saying that's a good thing, but that's why it's a problem with Tekashi. They talking about what they involved in and talking about something that's not known about. See the thing. Wait, Treyway sold they sold. Now they paying the pipe. It's the beat. Book Smart, my man. What's up? Look, this is all I'm saying. In regards to yo, let's do comments so we can get the chat rate up. So I want everybody to just throw comments out. If you don't have anything to say specifically, just throw some frosters up for me. Matter of fact, could everybody throw some frosters up for me? Oh, if y'all get kicked, you just gotta come back. I don't know what to tell you. People get kicked out of here all of the time. You just gotta come back. I don't know what to tell you. I'm still baffled people haven't mentioned CIA Chris when speaking about the situation. See, the thing about this is, there's not much you can mention to Tekashi about CIA Chris. Guess who knows a couple of perfect questions to Tekashi revolving CIA Chris? This guy. But there's not much you could actually ask Tekashi about CIA Chris, because they never really came into contact. So you have to know. You have to have the inside scoop. You need to have spoken to people at the ground level. You need to have people in the street that have said some shit to you in order to be able to know how to discuss CIA Chris in conjunction with Tekashi, well, while you're talking to Tekashi. So that's why I'm always like, look, it is what it is. You feel me? If Tekashi wanted to do an interview with me, they would have reached out. They obviously don't want to interview with me. Nope, I'm not telling anybody any questions I would ask Tekashi, because I'm not going to allow anybody to steal them. But I got 20 good questions. And I'm not even talking about the sub questions. Like the questions, I'm going to ask a question, and then after he asks, answer, there's probably 2 or 3 different directions we could then go from there. I'm not even talking about those questions. I'm talking about initial questions. I got 20. DSTN says, look, if you manipulate an impressionable person with an entire organization, sooner or later he'll break. That's a fact. What Bill said, I missed it. Maybe Bill said he's gonna speak on CIA Chris because they both in the same team now. FBI. You stupid. Let's get some more frost up there, man. Put some frost up there for me. I like when I see the frost up there. That shit is dope. Personally, I have at least 20 questions right now. 5 of them, 6, maybe 5 or 6 of them is based on family shit. Everything else is about music in the game. Well, some of the stuff is just personal stuff, because, you know, we have to ask personal questions also if you're good. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. How long we've been in here so far, just because I'm curious. I need 5 minutes. I'll be right back. I need 5 minutes. I'm gonna let y'all listen to this video real quick.
No justice, no peace, but if you know justice, you will know peace. And keep the name of Dr. King out of your mouth if you dare ask people why they out here in the streets. You don't know that man if you question why people are in these streets. The man who said rise to the language of guys who came in nonviolence but said we are here to disrupt the status quo. You don't know that man. He was a revolutionary. He was about dismantling the systems. So if you are not here to dismantle the system,
you already know, man.
shut
If
up.
you don't, go by LV, man. Slap. Look, man.
I know I can change. So deep in this game, filled with this thunderous rain. A dark cloud held over my head. My head is high, I'm enduring the rain. I'm sipping the pain. Gripping the wheel, 94 Buick Roadmaster, that is two-tone, and I'm switching them lanes, cause this is the game. A digi-scale had me weighing well, taking life risks for a backflip, blue strips and some pink 50s, got the gang with me, keep our eyes open, back against the wall, got God with me, fear God on me, used to rock Dickie, suit the 90-something, bag of dog food, always into something, goddamn, this is God's plan. Look, stick to the rules and the codes. As a kid, I was taught to be bold. Be a leader, never follow the show. That's good game, worth from animal and crow. Yes. Blockhead, show me how to be focused. Family first, making moves in the focus. LA trips from the valley of Oakland, blowing purple, just PCH coasted. Money on my mind, that's always in motion. I know I can change. Call my nephews in the 40s, tell them that I love them. Rest in peace to Susie, guardian homie. Mama taught me well, Papa used to school me, Nana always here for me. Yes, I am God's gift, nothing can take from me. Even if I'm gone, carving my name in the stone. Got the keys, I be opening doors. Play the lanes, I can lead you to shore. Not a messiah, just a nigga with a gift of gab. Evaluated lemonade, I was always good at math. Homie, keep the craft. I never had a Robert Kraft in my circle. I know I can change. Yes. I know I can change. I know I can change. I'ma let it breathe, man. Let that shit breathe a little bit. Yeah. I know I can change. I know I can change. Change.
BBN Jackfruits. We back. I needed a second, y'all. I know everybody be bouncing. Sometimes I be needing a second. I've been over here talking straight for like an hour and like 28 minutes. I needed a break. I can get a break, y'all. Anyway. Eric Vasquez says, glad he's getting a chance to spend time with his daughter now. I guess him and the girl worked everything out without the courts. Salute to that. It's always best to keep courts out of the mix. Well, we don't know how they work things out, whether it was with or without the courts. But it is definitely good to hear that he's able to, that they came to some kind of amicable resolve where he's able to see his child now. He probably just gave them some money, but there's nothing wrong with him giving them money. You understand what I'm saying? I think there's nothing wrong with it. Subject be touchy, laugh out loud. Trying to stay low. BP said, you know, it's really sad and makes 9 Trey look weak, saying a 19-year-old deli waiter outsmarted them and made them do illegal stuff. That sounds absolutely terrible, BP, and I have no idea. I have zero idea why that's a thing. I don't know what to tell you. I have zero idea. I have zero idea why that's a thing. I don't understand it. I don't. If I was a hardened criminal, there's no way in the world I'm gonna let you think that I was tricked. I was tricked. I'm a hardened criminal. I've been in the street my whole life, my whole family. I was born into this shit, and now I'm gonna be okay with telling you that I was tricked by a dude that don't know nothing about the street. You understand what I'm saying? Like. So niggas say and do weird shit and they don't think about, they too busy trying to make excuses. I'm not saying nobody's trying to make excuses, but what I'm saying is that's not the type of look I would want to have. But, you know, it is what it is. Some people are fine with that look, and if that's the look they're fine with, salute that. They trying to get out of jail, so I guess they're going to keep saying Why they get out? Why they trying to get out of jail? I guess their whole thing is just to stay blaming it on Tekashi, and if that's the case, that's what happens. Get it? No, they still trying to get out of jail. Look, Willie D gonna be talking about this shit too. About that little girl. Willie D is gonna be talking about her tonight. About this situation tonight at 11, I think. 11 a.m. So he's talking about Central Time. So he's probably already talking about this shit. But Willie D gonna be talking about this shit too. This shit is real, man. We gotta start saving these kids that's out here being abused by these families. Gotta save these kids. I'm telling you. You gotta save these kids. They out here being abused by these families. The families ganging up on them, abusing them, destroying their mentality, trying their best to destroy their spirit, destroy their life, destroy them, break them down and kill them. You understand? To kill their spirit. You understand what I'm saying? You got a lot of evil. Real quick, y'all do know there's a lot of evil families out there. Whole entire families ain't nothing but evil people. You think every single person is evil? No, that one person that comes out that ain't evil, that family is going to try to destroy them. Because that family is evil. That family is going to try to get everybody to dislike them. That family is going to abuse them. That family is going to do all type of evil, wicked shit to them. And they're going to probably try to say they're doing it in the name of God on top of that. You understand what I'm saying? Eric Vasquez says the BS story about 9 Trey being tricked by a 19-year-old is only around because people don't understand the streets, push it, and believe it. Yeah, basically. But yeah, get that young girl help. Like, you don't understand. Like, there's grown fucking adults that are being held back by their own family because their family has been abusing them their whole life. You understand what I'm saying? There's grown folk. Grown. And you'll look at them and be like, why they not doing better? But the reason they not doing better is because their family is trying to cut off all access to something good happening to them. They family doing shit like following them around. You understand what I'm saying? Seeing this shit sound crazy, but I'm telling you, this shit happened. This shit happened. Following them around, seeing what they doing so they could go sabotage their life. This shit happens. Some people are evil. And evil people stick together. Because evil people have to stick together so they could help each other lie so other people don't know they're evil. You understand? They have to stick together. They ain't got no choice. They're evil. I don't have no other explanation for somebody that want to destroy a child's mentality. I don't have no other explanation for somebody that want to viciously beat their child. I don't have no other explanation for somebody that sees their child as an adversary. If you see a person that think that their child is a fucking adversary, why do you think I'm so quick to, if somebody do something weird, I'm like, I don't want to fuck with you no more? Because I know people that have never changed. 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Through my whole entire life knowing them. They ain't never been nothing but evil. So when I see you do evil shit, I say, this might just be who this person is. I gotta believe him. That's just me. Like, people could be on whatever they want to be on. I'm not telling you to agree with what I'm saying or doing. I'm just telling you where I'm at with it. Motherfuckers is evil out here. Evil is real, for real. Stop. Get those people away from you that try to make you not have confidence in yourself also. Alright? I literally had somebody tell me that everybody in the world is better than me. I had a person in my family come to me and tell me that everybody in the world is better than me. In a real conversation. While I was busy trying to tell them my plans for the future. This. I'm not even going to tell y'all who it was. Because if I tell y'all what the person is, y'all going to be like, God damn it. Like, these niggas is really evil. Yes, niggas is evil out here. Stop thinking people ain't evil. Stop thinking you're going to believe a person just because they in the same family as a person. Stop believing people because they know a nigga. That don't mean shit. I don't make amends. I don't do nothing to nobody. So if me and you got a problem, you did something to me. Get it? I don't make amends. I don't do nothing to nobody. I literally, like, I'm going to explain something to y'all. I barely talk to people. You understand what I'm saying? If me and you have an issue, it's you. I don't know what to tell you. The perfect example is this. This is the best way I could put it. We got a YouTube channel over here where I'm going back to making 10-minute videos. But even before I made 10-minute videos, I had to do research, right? So we got a YouTube channel over here. I have a web magazine over here, right? I got 3 YouTube channels, by the way. So that's 3 YouTube channels. I got a web magazine. I have a Twitch, right? I have 2 Twitch channels. I have a Patreon that I keep forgetting about. I got a post on the Patreon today. I got 3 IG channels. If you got a problem with me, it's you. I don't got time to fuck with nobody. I don't got time to come to nobody's lives. I don't got, like, they lives and troll them. I don't have time to do that. I got 10 things that, at least, this is a minimum. This isn't even everything I'm doing. I got at least 10 things that I'm working on. I don't got time to be fucking around with people. So that's why when homeboy came in here last night talking about I went to his live or whatever the case is, nah, nigga, the enemy sent you. You on their side. You know it wasn't me. Nothing probably happened, and you just here to try to just fuck with my life. I get you. You a dub, nigga. I'm never talking to you again. The next one that come and try to do something similar, I'm never talking to you again. You a dub. Anyone that tries to disrupt my peace, I'm cutting you off. You a dub. That's it. The Dean says, Frost, my mom abused me for years after my pops died. Anything my brother did negatively, I caught his beatings because he was the firstborn and looked like pops and was told I was going to be a bum. I really want to have this conversation with you, the Dean, but I can't. I can't even explain why I can't. But this is a conversation that I hope you bring up to me in the future, especially after I move. And we'll have an extensive conversation on these type of people. DC said, New York dub, I like that, I'm taking that. Shout out to Rue, don't nobody see them dots. Jones with the $5 drop, he says, Frost, I'm late to the show at work, salute to the chat. Appreciate you, my brother. We're about to get ready to go out. Anybody want to do some drops before we go out? Just saying. So I don't have to actually start going out and then y'all hassle rushing to do the drop. That happens sometimes for the people that don't know. Yeah, I would love to have that conversation with you, the Dean. For real, for real. I grew up with my pops. When I was a kid, I looked just like my mom's. Other than that, I'm going to leave everything alone. Copy? I'm not gonna. I'm leaving everything alone. But I would love to have this conversation with you when I'm in a place where I can. You feel me? Uncharted Melanin said, killing them froze. Yeah, that they pop up every time I start winning. They start popping up trying to distract me so they can make me not go nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? No, I get what y'all doing. That's why I can't wait for the next one to pop up. So you a dub. So who the next nigga that never want to be able to fuck with me again? Because I'm gonna keep it a whole stack. If I became a millionaire, the nigga that did that weirdo shit to me yesterday, if he would have never did that, I would have took his call. That's a whole fact. Why not? You was fucking with me when I ain't had nothing. So why wouldn't I fuck with you when I get something? I would have took his call. Now, you a whole dub. I don't fuck with you and there's no way we going back from that. DZ say he about to dub everybody. Yeah. It's a fact, Eric Vasquez. Some people grew up in torture. I don't know no other way to put it. A lot of us grew up in torture. Just torture. Just the worst things happening every day. And there's nothing you could do about it because you're a kid. Don't nobody believe you. I don't know, Eric Mack. But that's why I say the best reason to fight, because you're losing is the best reason to fight harder. You feel me? Because sometimes you're losing. Don't stop fighting. Fuck it. You're losing anyway, right? You might as well fight harder. You're losing anyway, right? Fight harder. Fuck them. Yeah, dub means 22. Dub in New York, words mean different things. Remember, we have a dub drop. That's a 20 drop. Shout out to Susan Borspadale with the $10 drop. She said, you know we do it, stick around. You know we do it and stick around. I cut my dad off a long time ago, so did all of my siblings. Sometimes you got to cut family members off. Because most of the time, some of us struggle because of our family. This is a fact. Most of the time, families see that you can do something that they can't do. They don't want you to be successful because they can't, so they get in your way and they try to prevent your success. That's a fact. The Dean said, Frost, many cats don't know what it's like as a child to wish for that superhero to come rescue you. Many people don't know how it is to be a child and wish you was dead. How about that? Many people don't know how it is to be a child and just every day just wish you die. Every single day of your life, just praying to die. Some people don't know how that feels. Alright? If you never prayed to God, I prayed to God to die. I prayed to God before. Praying to him, please kill me. If you don't know how that feel, I'm talking about as a child also. A child. I'm not talking about as an adult. So I don't want nobody to say I'm suicidal. I'm not suicidal. I'm not talking about it as an adult. I'm talking about it as a child. I used to pray for death. Eric Vasquez says, when I was in the 2nd grade, I went to school bruised from head to toe. Social services came to my school to speak to me. I told my siblings and I was being beaten. They told SS I was a liar. Yeah. Nobody don't believe kids. That's why I always believe kids. I'm telling you. That's why I almost always believe kids. Because don't nobody ever believe kids. And I know how it is. I'd rather believe the kid and be wrong, and then we find out that the kid is wrong or lying or whatever the case is, than not believe the kid and not be there to help. The kid obviously said something to me for a reason, right? So that's the type of time we got to be on. We got to save the kids out here. I don't want to hear no more about black on black crime if you're not also going to talk about saving the kids from their fucking abusive families. Because that's where the shit all started. All of the violence and everything that happens in our community, it starts with terrible parents. That's where it starts. Terrible parents either not raising their kids or raising their kids in horrible ways, and then unleashing this teenager and adult out into the community that now does things. Uncharted Melanin Me said us 80s babies grew up on psychological warfare. The 80s was, if you from the 80s, you different. I don't know what to tell anybody. If you from the 80s, you different. Alright? That's a fact. And I'm gonna explain something to you. There's niggas in the 80s that was pussy. Right? That could fight. And there's niggas in the 80s that can't fight and wasn't and there's niggas in the 80s that can't fight and wasn't pussy. Don't let that go over your head. DSTN said it's too much to say about this topic, but in foster care you definitely learn that you're there for the check. I used to work in and then I'm gonna let y'all go after this. I used to work in a woman's homeless shelter. It's Franklin, on Franklin Ave in the Bronx. There's some girl had came in there at one point. She was about, I don't know, 19, 18 or something. She was young. So she's in there. So I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in here? Because she did not look like she belonged. Like, not for nothing, but there was a lot of females there that, like, you would not even never think that they were homeless. But she really didn't look like she belonged. Like, she did not look like she belonged. Alright, so what ended up happening is this. What ends up happening is this. I have a conversation with her one day, and I ask her, I'm like, yo, why are you here? You understand what I'm saying? I'm like, you like 19, like, what happened? Your family, like, why are you here? She said she was in foster care. And what had happened was, I don't know how true this is. This is the story she told me. I'm assuming some of it is lies and some of it is truth. But this is the story she said. She said she was in foster care. And she didn't know this when she was in foster care, but her foster parent used to get, that was a woman, used to get money for her. She never knew this. She said her whole time growing up, her foster parent used to spend all of her money on her actual children and never really got her nothing. It's like, alright, that's a possibility. That type of shit could happen. Then she said when she turns 18, the foster people stop sending your parent the money. They send you the money directly. It got your name on it. You got to cash it. She said that when the check started coming to her, the foster lady told her that if she don't give her the whole entire check, she's going to kick her out. And that's why she was in the shelter. So please, let's stop thinking that people are good people just because they parents. Some of the evilest, most cruelest people that you are going to meet got kids. Anyway, we're going to get up out of here. Let's give appreciation to everybody that dropped. Let me make sure there's no drops on anything else real quick. Every time I look at this young lady, I just feel so bad. Like, you don't understand. I feel so fucking bad every time I look at that young lady. Every time I see it. I want to put hands on the pops. I'm gonna keep the stack with you. He looked like he a little bit bigger than me too, so it might be fun. I want to put hands on the pops. I want to fuck that nigga up. Like, you don't understand. I want to beat the shit out of that nigga. I hate people that abuse kids, man. You don't fucking know, man. You don't understand. You don't understand. Anyway, let's give appreciation to everybody that did the drop today. Hate people that abuse kids, man. Shout out to Charlie Santana with the $5 drop. Shout out to CJ with the $4 drop. Shout out to world famous Peter Method with the $9.99 drop. Shout out to James S with the $10 drop. Shout out to CJ again with the $5 drop. Shout out to world Pardon me. Shout out to William Summersville with the $5 drop. Shout out to Book Smart Street Smart with the $2.99 drop. Shout out to DSTN with the $5 drop. Shout out to D No Love with the $5 drop. Shout out to Rule. Don't nobody see them dots. Jones with the $5 drop. And shout out to Susan Bortz Burdell with the $10 drop. Definitely appreciate you guys. You guys are all the best. Everybody's the best. I appreciate y'all guys that just show up, hit the like button, y'all subscribe, y'all members, all that shit. All that shit is dope. I especially appreciate y'all that's been sharing the videos lately. That really helps out. Please share more videos. Share just more BBN stuff in general on IG. That helps us get a fucking presence. I tell y'all what, if y'all want, y'all can start sending me questions to my IG and I'll start answering them on IG. So if y'all want, y'all can start sending me questions that you might have about whatever the motherfucker, and I'll answer them on IG. With that being said, what up, Angel Crispin? Angel Crispin came in here late. He said, Jack Frost, everyone in the chat, have a great day. See you. Good night. See you tonight. God bless. God bless you too, my brother. God bless everybody. With that being, even the evil niggas, God bless them too. Because God blessing them might just bring them the destruction that they deserve. You feel me? With that being said, yeah, look, I love y'all. I want everybody to win. I want good stuff to happen to everybody. Do not get this confused. I even want the people that don't like me to win. I just don't want them to win at my at my demise. I don't want them to win by destroying me. I don't want them destroying me to win that way. As long as it's some way that doesn't have any harm to do with me or other people in general, I want them to win. I want everybody to win. Could we please start cultivating a sense of community? Like, we have that, but I'm talking about in your own household. Let's start cultivating a sense of community. Let's start trying to eat around the same time. Let's pick a day or two out of the week where we all sit together and watch TV, or let's have opportunities where we're gonna come together and just talk and be family with the people that you live with. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, expense. Appreciate you, Eric Mack. So let's do that. Let's start working on home a little. Let's start paying attention to our kids. And please, love on your fucking kids, yo. Love them. Let your kids know that you care. The carrot, everybody. The carrot. Let's make sure that we use the carrot 10 times more than we use the fucking stick. Okay? Always the carrot. Let's try to use the carrot. Let's try to turn situations into teachable moments. Let's not be those parents that just beat our kids and just beat them and just beat them and just beat them and just beat them. Let's turn shit into teachable moments. You understand? Let's let our kids know that we care about them. So when they become adults, they love us. You know a lot. I'm going to let you know right now. If you're abusing your child, don't expect them to love you when they become an adult. If you out there just abusing your child, beating your child, lying on your child, trying to get everybody to not believe your child, telling everybody your child is a liar, all type of shit like that, don't expect your child to love you. Why would your child love you? Would you love somebody that treated you like that? Would you love somebody that beat you all the time? Would you love somebody that always punished you? Would you love somebody that just abused you? Would you love them? So think about that when you decide to discipline your child, or you decide however you're going to treat your child. Discipline your child because you need to teach him right from wrong. But remember, you might want your child to love you when you become an adult. You might want other people looking at you and your kids and seeing that your kids love you, because that's how people know you was a good parent. I don't care what you tell people. There are very few to zero good parents that their kid don't like. When I look at somebody who's a grown-ass adult and I see that they have a problem with their parent, I already know that their parent did a terrible job. That their parent did not show this person enough love. So let's show our kids some love. Let's let our kids know that we care about them. So when our kids become adults, our kids got positive memories. Think about being a whole adult and you don't have no positive memories of your parents. For everybody in here that has positive memories about your parents, think about being a whole adult and you have no positive memories about your parents. At the most, 1 or 2. You in your 30s, you got 2 positive memories about your parent. That's not your fault. That's your parents' fault. So let's love our children. And when you discipline your children, make sure your child know why they're being disciplined. And don't discipline your children and just be like, fuck you. After you discipline your children, you got to show your child love. Some people discipline their children and show their child hate. And then when their child becomes an adult, they want to know why their child don't like them. You taught your child not to like you. You taught your child to be scared of you. You taught your child that you was an enemy. You taught your child that you didn't care about them. So now that they're an adult, don't pretend like you don't know what the problem is. All of the whoopings, all of the hate, all of the lies. That was the problem. Let's love our children so our children can love us. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.